Hi, my name is Amy Ulloa, and I chose to do the oral requirement of number one, which was to interview someone who immigrated from Mexico or a different country to the United States and to discuss and analyze their journey politically and emotionally, how they how their hardships that they had to overcome to make it to the United States. I decided to interview my grandmother. She was born in Tijuana, Mexico. She was the oldest of two children, both girls. Um, Her father had become very ill, so he was not able to work on the ranch that they had. So their source of milk and eggs and everything that they had, they pretty much had from their farm. So a lot of the times they would just be living on beans and tortillas because that was cheap and that's what they had. So by the time she was 18, my grandmother was pretty tired of living in Tijuana, Mexico, and she wanted something new. She wanted to explore, she wanted to have good things, she wanted to work hard. So she thought that her only opportunity was to leave Mexico and come to the United States. When she was about 18, she met my grandfather, and she had already been thinking of moving to the United States before she met him, but even more so after she met him. So when they were 19, they got married, and they both decided together that they would make the journey from Tijuana, Mexico to LA. She said that the journey was quite easy. They had been saving up money, so they were able to come to the United States. She said that it took a very long time, but it was worth it. She ended up getting her green card and becoming a citizen before my grandfather did. I think that he took a little bit longer because he did not learn English quite as easy and fast as my grandmother did. And it was a culture shock for them because my grandmother had been used to going and making breakfast, lunch, and dinner, beans, making tortillas, making cheese, getting the milk from the cows. That was all of her job because she was the oldest, and her father, she had to help her father because there were no sons in her family. It was just her and her younger sister. So my grandmother had a very big role in Mexico, and I think that when she came to the United States, she had to care for her husband and herself. She would work and send money back to her family, but I think that it took a toll on her emotionally because she felt guilty that she was not home on the ranch helping take care of the animals and the family business. But she kind of she feels like she was being selfish in a way because she wanted to come to the United States to have a better life and to be able to work and raise her own family. And she left her younger sister in Mexico, who was not able at the time to come to the United States, and she never became a citizen. So my grandmother is the only one from her family that chose to come to the United States and become a citizen. Like I said, she works and she would send money back and she would go back and visit, but her heart was in the United States and she wanted to be here and she wanted to work hard and become a citizen, and that's what she did. My grandfather also became a citizen after her. It was a struggle. They worked low-end jobs, low income. They finally opened up a furniture shop, and they were able to work and get some more money there. And so in LA, they were able to make more money, and then they decided that they were going to start a family. So I think that the Mexican culture of how she grew up on the ranch, she had a small family and my grandfather came from a very large family, so they had decided that they wanted a large family because my grandfather he was very different. He was a breath of fresh air to my grandmother. So she really respected him, and she wanted a bigger family. She wanted children who would be able to take care of her in her old age, like she had tried to care for her mother. So I think that she had a little bit of guilt coming to the United States. She ended up her and my grandfather ended up having 5 children, all of which were successful because she instilled the morals of working hard and going to school and doing what you need to do in order to survive and succeed. So I think that my grandmother economically really she really understood how it worked and how you need to do certain things in order to get ahead in life. And I think that by her taking the opportunity of being able to come to the United States was the first step, and she instilled those morals to her children, and still teaching them how to cook and how to clean and how to sew. So she still brought back what she had learned from her mother, but she also instilled the work morals that that she had received from her parents. So I think that she was able to bring her culture and her beliefs and her morals to the United States, where she thought that she had a greater purpose. So after talking with my grandmother about that, I really respect her, and I'm proud of her that she took the initiative, and that she was able to travel all the way from Mexico to LA and then later to Concord up in the Bay Area. So they traveled a lot, and they had their ups and downs. She talked about how it was very, very hard when they first came because people treated her less than. They talked very slow to her. They didn't think that she knew English, but she did. She had learned it very, very quickly. So, just all those stereotypes of people treating immigrants different, and how they think that they're less than human, and they talk slow, and they talk to them like they're dumb and they can't understand. So she realized that because she knew English, and she was a very smart woman. And so I think that this affected her and made her stronger and wanted her to succeed even more, just so that she can prove those people wrong. So I think that it is fair to say that my grandmother did what she had to do, and she succeeded. Thank you.